Okay, today we're going to talk about this Craftsman cooling system kit. Now this is interesting. This has a few key tools that if you purchase separately could cost a lot more. So let's take a look at it. So in the box here you get a couple of picks. So these are made to go around the end of like a radiator hose. I'll show you that to pull off. You get two hose clamps. I actually already had a set of old Craftsman hose clamps, but this was pretty cheap, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. You have a hose cutter. This is made out of metal. Pretty nice for your heater hoses and what have you. And the real reason I wanted this is because this has a hose clamp pair of pliers. Now, I already have a hose clamp pair of pliers. I do have these, and these kind of do the same thing. You put the clamp in here, and it has a long cable, and it allows you to reach. These are really good for reaching in deep engine compartment areas, but if you need something just right on the top, it's kind of a pain getting these out, and I wanted a set of these. So for this entire package here is on clearance at Lowe's at the time of this video for $25. It's half price. This thing's normally $50-something. So I'm going to show you what each of these do under the hood of this Jeep. So if you got a Jeep and you've never changed the hose clamp, you probably have these original style. And so we'll start with this OEM cable one. So on this OEM cable one, if you see, you can put the cable device there, but it takes two hands to do. So if I put the cable device there, I squeeze, then as you can see here, it has loosened it. Okay, and the nice thing about this cable one, it ratchets. So if I squeeze it, I can let go. I don't have to keep holding on to it, and it will loosen that hose clamp. And in order to get the hose clamp or to release the ratchet, you just press down and it comes off like that. Now that's the two-handed method. The reason I wanted a set of these kind of pliers is because you don't need two hands. All right, these with one hand. You've got a little cup there, you see. Put right on it and squeeze. And you can do it with one hand. They're also ratcheting. And you can see the ratchet mechanism right here. See, I can do this with one hand, or let the ratchet mechanism go with one hand. Closer look at the ratchet mechanism. So that's the pliers. And if you have a set of these picks, the reason why this cooling system comes with it, because a lot of times you'll have to pick underneath a heater hose and to separate it because they get stuck. And there are two types of those. And last but not least, well, no, not last, is a hose clamp. And these work like this. You can use these on radiator hoses, and you can use this smaller one on fuel line or heater hoses. Finally, the hose cutter. This is very simple. You can use this on fuel line. I'm not going to cut anything, of course. Fuel line or heater hose line to make a nice clean. And it comes in this little tray if you want, although a little cheaply made if you want to use that tray in your toolbox. So there was a quick look at this Craftsman cooling system kit from Lowe's. So this thing's a pretty good value at 25 bucks. So if you are interested in this, check out your local Lowe's before they're all gone. You'll have a great weekend.